A man's true character is revealed in silence, not noise. This is the Silent Kings, where men learn to move quietly and lead loudly with their actions. There is a lesson most men never learn. Everyone talks about attraction. Very few understand repulsion. One of you wrote to me from a new city, new job, building a business, making content, learning, in the gym, getting stronger, on paper, doing all the right things. But he hit the same wall many driven men hit. His social life is shrinking. He wants to meet women, but not just anyone. He wants the right kind of woman, the kind who adds to his life instead of draining it. Most of the world will tell you to obsess over the law of attraction, become more magnetic, dress better, earn more, speak louder, be seen everywhere. That is one side of the coin, and to be honest, it is the weaker side. The stronger side, the one almost no one talks about, is the law of repulsion, who you actively keep out of your life. What you say no to, what you refuse to tolerate. When you live aligned with your mission, you are not just attracting the right kind of people, you are repelling the wrong ones. And that is exactly what you want. You are not here to be universally liked. You are not here to be understood by everyone. You are not here to be the man who fits every room. You are here to build a life that reflects your values. That means your energy has to become selective on purpose. True power is when your standards are so clear that they act like a filter. You do not have to give a long speech. The way you live answers everything. The way you spend your evenings, what you refuse to do, what you will not entertain. Every time you say no to something that is not aligned with your mission, you are pushing out cheap dopamine, shallow connections, time wasters, and emotional chaos. You are creating space for what actually fits. That space will feel empty for a while. That is the part that scares most men back into the crowd. You might have seasons where it feels like you have no social life. No one truly gets what you are working toward. You look around and see other people going out every weekend, distracted, comfortable, floating. Meanwhile, you are working late, training alone, eating clean, building skills. You feel alone, and you start to wonder if you are doing it wrong. You are not doing it wrong. You are just not at the destination yet. When you build while you are still in the middle of the climb, the people you meet in that phase are usually aligned with who you are now, not who you are becoming. That is why so many friendships and relationships fall apart when a man truly starts to rise. He keeps growing. They stay the same. The gap widens. It hurts. It feels like loss. In reality, it is repulsion doing its job. This is not about cutting off half the world and ignoring women until you are rich. That is childish thinking. This is about refusing to bend your nature just to be liked. Too many men become a softer version of themselves to keep the peace, or to keep a person, or to avoid being alone. They talk less about their mission. They work less. They train less. They dim their focus so no one complains that they are too obsessed. That always ends badly because you can only pretend for so long. You need to be brutally honest about what life you are actually building. If you are the man who is going to work 12 to 16 hours when needed, train, eat right, learn, and keep pushing for years, then whoever enters your life will either respect that or be repelled by it, and they should be repelled if they do not respect it. The law of repulsion protects you from making promises to people who are not prepared to walk beside you long term. So the better question is not, how do I meet the right person? The better question is, what kind of man would the right person be naturally drawn to, and am I becoming him? That shifts your focus back to where it belongs, on you, on your habits, on your consistency, on your values. When you live as that man long enough, your life starts to send out a very clear signal. This is who I am. This is how I move. This is not changing for anyone. That signal will push many people away. Some will say you work too much. Some will say you take things too seriously. Some will say you have changed. They are right. You have changed. You are not supposed to stay the same. You are not building your life to make the average man or woman comfortable. You are building it to make your future self proud. The price of that is temporary loneliness and a smaller circle. The reward is a life that actually fits you. Repulsion is not negativity, it is purification. Each thing you say no to is like skimming the noise off the surface of your life. Every time you refuse a shallow relationship, you make more room for a deep one. Every time you walk away from someone who mocks your discipline, you move closer to people who admire it. Over time, what is left around you is not random. It is aligned, so you do not need to chase, you do not need to beg for attention or bend yourself to be more relatable. Walk your path with clarity. Be honest about what you demand from yourself. Hold those standards. The people who are not built for that will fall away. The ones who are built for it will feel strangely at home around you. That is the law of repulsion at work. Remember, King, silence is strength. Discipline is destiny. If this lesson hit you, subscribe for your next one and keep building in the dark. Share this with one man who needs to hear it.